After opening with a round of 4 under par, we're just one shot behind heading into the final round of the Joliette Invitational. Can we keep the momentum going and give ourselves an opportunity coming down the stretch? There's only one way to find out. After spending nearly 10 years away from the game, I quit my job to pursue professional golf full-time. I earned status on PGA Tour Canada back in 2022, but injuries had other plans. Since then, I've been fighting my way back. This channel is my journey to become the best golfer I can be, because I still believe my best golf is ahead of me. My name is James Colin Davis, and this is my journey. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the June 9th? Where's my phone? Somehow managed to lose my phone in the hotel room. Anyways, oh, there it is. June 9th, confirmed. I'm at the Chateau Joliette, just waiting to kind of get going for the second round of the Joliette Invitational. Solid round yesterday, finished 4 under par, we're one shot off the lead. It's gonna be a battle out there today for sure. It's gonna be a beautiful day. You can see behind me, beautiful blue skies. It's gonna be nice and hot. We are in the penultimate group, and I'm feeling good. There was a lot to like about the round yesterday. You know, if we can just hit the ball the way we did yesterday and putt a little bit better, I think we put ourselves in a position where we force somebody else to go put up a number and come get us. And it's been a bit of a weird morning, sharing a hotel room with my buddy Loic. Fortunately, he did not have a great round yesterday. So he had an 8:50 tee time and I've got a 1:40 tee time. So poor guy was up at like 6:30. You know, we've all been in that position at some point or another where the guy you're sharing the room with played well and you're the guy who's got to get up early because you didn't. And you know, we try to be as courteous as we can to not disturb the guy who has the opportunity to sleep in. You know, it did wake me up, but I normally wake up early anyway. I just kind of took it easy, fell back asleep for a little while. Now I've just been getting some coffee in, start hydrating as soon as the coffee's in, because it's going to be a scorcher. Then I've still got a bunch of time to kill, so I'm going to go and grab like a nice full breakfast, which is something I don't do very often, so I'm actually looking forward to that. Let's just go have some fun. Let's just enjoy this. Like, if you've been following the channel, obviously you know the season didn't start well, but the game clearly has been trending in the right direction, and I'm finding a lot of comfort in that, and that I almost feel right now like I'm actually like better every time or every day I get onto the golf course. So you're in these situations like I'm in right now where you got a chance to go in a tournament. For sure there can be moments of doubt that creep in, like, you know, there's been moments where it's been like, oh, you know, like, what if I go out and just like lay an egg? And I'm like, well, why would you do that? You're like, you know, your swing is good, you've been hitting the ball great, you're the one who put yourself in this position, just go play your game. It's really nice to be in that situation. I'm just looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to feeling the emotions of it. It's gonna be fun out there. Anyways, I gotta get back to getting my body ready to go. Catch up with you guys in a bit. Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Round 2 of the Joliette Invitational. I think I set the table pretty well there in the intro, but 4 under par first round. We're one shot back, 18 holes to play. This is going to be an exciting one. Just a quick little note before we get into this video. If you guys might be new here, maybe you've been here for a while, if you're enjoying the content and you enjoy following this journey, the best thing you can do to support what I'm doing here is just hit that subscribe button. I never put any content behind a paywall. This stuff's always available, whether it's on, you know, YouTube or Instagram. All of my content is available for free. I'm never going to have you guys pay for anything. But if you could just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it'll help us out a great deal.
13h40. Au départ, Mr. James Davis Colin.
And here we go for the final round of the Joliette Invitational. Leaderboard up on the right side of the screen. Kind of give you an idea of where I am at and the rest of the field. First hole here at Joliette, par 5, 480 yards. It doglegs around to the right, and you basically have to go up over the trees. If you go straight at that bunker that you see out there, you're going to go right over it into the trees on the left. So, I mean, it's not the most demanding shot in golf, but you basically just got to try and launch it a little bit. It does open up quite generously once you get out there. But seeing as it's par 5, First hole of the tournament. We want to get off to a good start here. Hit a strong one up over the trees. Attack this green into. That was a good drive. It was a very good start to the day.
Au départ.
This was a little downwind like it was the day before, but it was a little down off the left. So we had 150 yards in the first round. We do have 199 yards in today. This is a 6-iron. Pin's kind of at the back right part of the green. Really solid strike right there. I was aiming kind of in the middle of the green, and I just pulled it a hair. So it actually went a little long. It went into the back fringe. But all in all, from 200 yards out, that was a good shot. It does give us an eagle look, though. It's outside of 40 feet. We're going back across the green here. Not a ton of movement in this necessarily. It's really just more about the pace. Just trying to feel it down the hill here. Honestly, for the line, it looked pretty good. Did come up just a little bit short. But, again, really just a pace putt. Trying not to get too aggressive with that one there. We want to give ourselves a makeable birdie putt, or at least guarantee that we have a makeable birdie putt. We tap in for our birdie. That gets us to 5 under par right away. The second hole's a par 4, 415 yards. This one dog legs from right to left. Now, I'm not trying to turn over driver. I'm trying to hit cuts. So if I hit driver on this hole, I'll go straight through. So I'm clubbing down a 3-wood. I know I can turn this club over a little bit easier. Not that I need to turn it over much. But if ever I just hit it straight, it's going to be fine. Turn it over a little bit. Really nice swing there. There's back-to-back good tee shots in this hole the last couple of days. We had 122 yards left in. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong notes. We had 136 yards left in here. So this is a small pitching wedge. Wind kind of off left to right, pinned a little bit on the left side of the green. Good strike there, but just pushed it out to the right. I also think my alignment was a little bit off on that one. Though we had the distance, but just directionally challenged. So it's another green and red, but it is an outside looking birdie here. As again, we've got a long pace putt ahead of ourselves going right back across the green. This one turning from right to left. And had a good amount of turn on it, honestly. Another pretty decent putt. Came up a little bit short of getting it to the hole, but the line was all right. We had about 2.5 feet here for par, so it's not like we left ourselves a lot of work. We'll clean that up. Move on to the third hole. Now the third hole is a par 3 today, playing 145 yards. Pin was like left side, a little closer to the front than the middle, I would say. 145 yards. I'm hitting a little 9-iron here, taking some off of this. Wind a little bit off the right. Really good number for the shot I'm trying to hit here, and because the pin's on the left side, I feel like I can attack it a little more. Another really nice strike. This went just right of the flag. Did hit it a little on the firm side, so it's a little bit past pin high, but it's another solid iron shot. We've given ourselves another good look at birdie here on the third hole. This going downhill, breaking from right to left, and it broke a little more than I expected, and it wasn't quite as fast as I expected. So with that matchup, it kind of makes sense that I missed it a bit on the low side. Really just a bit of a misread. But tap in for our par, no damage done. It keeps us at 5 under par for the tournament through 3 holes in the final round. The fourth hole, par 4, 400 yards. This one again, doglegging from right to left. Now, like on 2, I've put club down even more this time. If I hit driver or 3-wood and it goes straight, I'm in, like, really in jail. So going back to hybrid, trying to turn it over a little bit. And like, I'll be honest, that was a bit of a low pull, but it worked. Definitely not the ball flight I was going for, though it did look pretty cool. Just crept into the first cut on the right-hand side. Got 167 yards left. This was an 8-iron. Now, see, I had to flirt with those trees, so I just tried to play a little cut around them. Awesome strike. Just right of the flag, just a little bit past it. Really quality iron shot from 167 yards. I'm sorry, it stayed short of it, is what I should have said. This putt going uphill, really good look here on this par 4. And expected that to break a little bit to the right, and just got fooled by the read again. Clearly that one turned a little bit to the left. But again, you know, we're hitting greens, we're giving ourselves looks. Just got to stay patient. Putts eventually will start to drop. On to the 5th hole, 398 yard par 4. This one, really cool tee shot, hitting out through all the trees here. You got a bunker on the right. There's another one further down on the left. You kind of just want to go over the left edge of the bunker on the right. It looks like it opens up down the right hand side, but it really doesn't. So, looking for a good swing here. That's pretty good swing. Little left of my line, but solid contact. Not going to get us in any trouble whatsoever. That left us 110 yards in. This was a gap wedge, not a full one. Just it's like kind of like a 3/4 one. Wind was a little bit into and off the left here, so trying to hit this about 118. I like came out of the rough like a little floaty. Like definitely didn't have a ton of spin on it. Landing spot on the green was pretty good. It did release on me a little more than I would have liked, but another solid iron shot considering we were in the rough. So downhill putt here for birdie. This one is going to be quick and turning from left to right. Didn't hit that very hard. Underread it a little bit, but I mean, look at that thing just continue past the hole. So much slope around this hole. We got about 3.5, 4 feet here for par. It's pretty much straight back up the hill. Nice confident stroke there. Tuck in the par putt. Just keep rolling. This is playing pretty solid right now. Score's not necessarily reflecting it yet, but we are playing pretty solid. 6th hole, par 4, 436 yards. Now, this is like really the one tee shot that I missed yesterday. Just kind of missed it left of left. So, looking to improve on that. And I mean, it's a pretty wide hole. It's not really it's not an intimidating tee shot, but apparently it's in my head. I mean, that's almost carbon copy from what I'd done the previous day. So that was a little bit frustrating. I decided to hit a provisional just in case. We didn't really see it bouncing around. Now, like, pretty good drive there. And, you know, when you hit a provisional, obviously you're hoping you don't use it, but sometimes it's just good to get another swing out of your system, see a better ball flight. And as we find the first one, I'm in jail. I've got 5 iron, just trying to chip it out, keep it under those branches. Fortunately, it hits a root in front of the ball and pops straight up into the branches. So that didn't work. 3rd shot, we still have 203 yards here. We're in the left rough. I'm up against a tree. I don't really have like a full backswing at this. See, a little impeded by the branches there in the swing. That was 5 iron. I'm just trying to punch it up there as far as I can. Just advance it. Try and get up and down for bogey. We're short left of the green. We're in the rough. I wouldn't necessarily say we're like short-sided, but like we can't play this low. And I just went like right underneath that. That ball was sitting up way higher than I expected. So it's like when it rains, it falls. When it rains, it pours, and it's pouring on this hole right now. This from off the front of the green for bogey. And pretty decent effort. Just a bit of an underread, left a little bit on the high side, but it was good for pace at least. So I'm gonna be able to walk up and just tap this in for double bogey. But that hurt. That hurt a lot. After playing some solid golf to get the day going, we give 2 shots back just like that, and we're back to 3 under par. Onto the par 3 8th hole today, playing 218 yards. Back into the wind. It's a pretty tough hole. It's not a massive target. I've got 4 iron here, and like I've got to hit this good into this wind. And I did hit it good. That was a good strike. Keeping it a little lower, a bit of a draw on it, trying to get it through the wind. As good as I hit that, it still only finished like front of the green. And the pin was a little bit towards the back. So
I can't see that far.
got a long look for birdie here on this par 3. This going uphill, breaking a little bit from left to right. Again, really just about pace. Trying to nestle it up there close. Like, hit my line, but a little short on the pace. Left that about 4-5 feet short, I'd say. Now this, continuing up the hill, should turn a little bit from left to right. And I overread it. So we've just gone double bogey bogey to drop 3 strokes, and just like that, we're at 2 under par. Now we do have a par 5 ahead of us here, the 8th hole, 520 yards. This one doglegs a little bit to the right, kind of around that bunker you see on the right side, and there's water short of the green. But a good tee shot here. We can absolutely attack this in 2. And I'm looking to rebound after that tee shot on number 6. And that was a really nice tee shot. Like, probably the best tee shot I'd hit so far at this tournament. Had my little fade, find the right side of the fairway, but unfortunately when we get up there, my ball's sitting down in a hole. I had 247 yards into the wind. My hybrid would have been like a perfect club, but with water short and the ball sitting down, I just can't take that risk. So I have to take pitching wedge and just lay it up short of the water, a little bit down the left-hand side, just to try and give myself a better angle at the pin. That was a bit frustrating that we couldn't go for that one in 2. Leaves us 118 yards here. Still back into the wind, into a little bit off the right actually. This is gap wedge here, flighting one down. Really good hit, but just misjudged how much the wind was going to influence that one. It moves further left than I would have liked. I should have started that one a little bit further right of the flag. We do have a putt. It's about 18 feet. It's a little downhill. It's turning from left to right. A really good roll. Another good effort. Just expecting it to turn to the right at the end. It just kind of stayed up on the high side. So frustrating there after getting the bad lie in the fairway, after hitting a good tee shot, but that's part of the game. Just kind of take the bad breaks and deal with them and move on. 9th hole, par 4, 334 yards. Now we birdied this one on the first day, and I'm not going to change my game plan. It's just a nice, comfortable hybrid. I'm going to try and keep it a little lower today, try and chase it out there, but it's just a nice, comfortable hybrid right at the target that's on screen right now, which is going to leave us a really good wedge number into the hole. As I'd mentioned yesterday, I'm not going to get there with driver, and I'd have to turn it over, and 3-wood's just not worth the risk because I'm not going to get it close enough to the green. Again, we get to my ball in the fairway, and I'm in an old divot. So that's back-to-back holes where we've hit good tee shots, and we're not able to reap the benefits just because of the lie. So 91 yards here, pin at the front. I've got sand wedge, and I've got to get steep on this thing. Just kind of dig it out. Actually made awesome contact. It was on a great line. Landed near the flag, but because of the way I had to attack it, it kind of skipped forward before it checked. But from that lie, I'm not sure I could have done much better. I was very happy with that shot. We do have a birdie look, though it's not the proximity we would have wanted. Downhill, and I mean, I just like, what a complete misread on the break and on the pace. Like, that never even thought of scaring the hole. So getting pretty frustrating on the greens at this point. We've been hitting the ball really well, and we're just not converting anything. 10th hole, par 5, like the first hole, 480 yards, dog legs to the right, but on this one, you shouldn't go over the trees down the right, or if you are just on the corner, it doesn't open up the same way the first hole does, and it's not as sharp of a dog leg. Good hit. Was hoping to fade it like I did on 8. Fortunately, it was a bit of a pull and just didn't fade. That's going to find the left rough, but that's fine. We're in a good spot. Had 175 yards left here. Now, previous day I had a similar shot in, and I'd caught a massive flyer. Now, pin was a little bit more at the front today, and I'm sorry, a little bit. Actually, it was a pretty similar pin to the first day. Kind of middle of the green. I'm playing for the flyer because the previous day I'd gone long, and I didn't want to do that again. So, hit a really good shot. Unfortunately, it didn't fly, so it finishes right up at the front of the green. But we do have an eagle putt here. It's quite a long one. It's going, pretty significantly uphill, so I've got to give this one a little bit of gas. Really expected this one to turn from left to right. It was like the straightest putt I'd ever seen, but the pace was really good. So got just outside of 3 feet here for our birdie. All right, we get one back. That gets us back to 3 under par. So as you can see here, 3 under par currently has us in a tie for 8th. So we have dropped down the board significantly, but we still have time to get back in this thing. 11th hole, par 3, 185 yards today. This was 7-iron, an easy one though, because it was downwind, like a 3/4 feel. Another great strike, straight at the flagstick, never left it. Yeah, spoiler, it didn't go in, but man, did it ever come close. Landed just in front of the hole and finished about 8-9 feet behind it. So, downhill putt here, going from left to right. This would be a huge birdie. Hit a really good putt, just didn't expect it to break to the right that much. Really thought that the water on the other side of the green was kind of influenced that a little bit. Unfortunately it didn't. That's just another misread, though well played hole. 12th hole is a par 4, 405 yards. This one dog legs from right to left. So I'm not hitting driver, not hitting 3-wood. Especially considering it's downwind, this works really well for my hybrid. I can start it kind of down the middle, turn it over a little bit, shape it to the hole. It's still going to give me a wedge in. Another really good hit. Now this one did turn over. You can see I'm a little anxious there. It turned over a little more than I thought. And like sometimes it can be really hard to tell. Like, is my ball past those limbs or is it going to hit them? It was past them. We're good. 147 yards left in. Wind kind of down a little off the left. This is a pitching wedge, like really good number for this shot. Another really good strike. Again on a great line, just slightly left of the pin. This one landed pretty close, took a pretty good hop up before kind of hitting the brakes. It's not as close as I would have liked, but it was still another really good shot. About 12, let's call it, yeah, about 12 feet here. A little bit right to left, going downhill, a lot of break, like really tough putt to make because of the amount of break. And how difficult it can be to match up the line with the pace there. Decent effort, a little bit too much pace for the line I'd chosen, unfortunately. We'll go ahead, tap in for our par. Keeps us at 3 under par. The 13th is a short par 4, 362 yards. This one's got hazard all the way up the right-hand side, trees all the way down the left. There's a fairway bunker down the left-hand side, but considering I'm hitting hybrid, it's not really in play. Just got to start this down the middle with a bit of a draw and hit that thing so good. That was a hybrid that went a long way. That's going to leave us 80 yards in here. This kind of pretty much middle pin, a little bit on the left side of the green. It's just a soft lob wedge, just a controlled kind of 3/4 feel. Not the greatest strike of my life, but the line was really good and the proximity ended up being all right. Like, didn't love it, but the end result was decent. About 15 feet here, going a little bit uphill. As for birdie, want to give this a chance. And another one that I expect is going to go to the right that goes left. Like, pretty common theme on the greens the last couple of days, though. Round 1, it was more pace. Round 2, the pace has been better generally, but I just can't read them. 14th hole, par 5, 556 yards, back into the wind. So it's going to play all of the 556. No, we're going to attack this hole. It's got to start with a good drive. And just trying to take this, basically just down the center. And really good hit, though it did start a little left and it drew on me a little bit. So not the ball flight I was looking for, but we're not in any kind of trouble. We're just going to find the left rough, but that was a pretty decent poke. 265 yards left in. Now I had a bit of a flyer lie, so I'm going hybrid, because if 3-wood goes long, I'm dead. And man, I dug that hybrid out. I hit that so good. The exact little draw I was looking for, trying to chase it up the green there through the wind. Unfortunately, came up a little short, got partway up the hill, came back down. Now, I was very indecisive about how I wanted to play this shot. I ended up going lob wedge, and that was just a completely uncommitted move at that chip. And I was upset with myself over that one, because I was kind of like, which club do I want to play this with? And once I picked a club, I should have just committed. So, long look at birdie, considering how we've played the hole. Gave it a pretty decent run, but just, I mean, you're not going to make putts of that length very often, so just didn't quite get the read right there. This left for par.
Yeah, James.
Tap that in. Still a 3 under par with 4 holes to play.
Fuck me.
So the 15th, a par 3. Today playing 190 yards. This was a little bit downwind at the time, a little bit down, a little bit off the left. Pin's kind of at the front right of the green. I'm going 7-iron here, and I mean, like, I'm trying to get aggressive. Like, we're too far out of it at this point, but I still want to climb the leaderboard. So 7-iron here, but it's got to be a good one. Hit that awesome on a great line. I was asking it to go a little bit because the wind kind of died when I hit it, but it ended up past pin high, so I hit it even better than I thought. Again, about 15 feet here. This going downhill. I have this breaking from right to left. It breaks from left to right. It's tough watching this back, man. Oh. It's another easy par. We've had a lot of easy pars today, and well, and yesterday to a certain extent. 16th hole, par 4, 404 yards, slight dogleg to the right. This going back into the wind. Bunkers down the right, you got a bunker down the left. I'm just trying to split all the bunkers, put it down the middle of the fairway. So started a little bit down the left, cut it to the right center. That would be ideal here. It's pretty much a carbon copy of the drive that we'd hit on 10 and on 14. So starts a little left, moves a little left. We're fine. You know, it's left rough. Got 121 yards in. You can see it pretty windy at this point. This is pitching wedge, and I'm trying to flight this down. Man, did I ever hit that good. Especially coming out of the rough. That was such great contact. That's going to be just left of the flag, but pin high. We've given ourselves another good look at birdie. I mean, we cannot complain with the approach play here. So about 16 feet here, going back across the green. This turning from left to right. Finally made a putt. We actually made a putt. I mean, I'm trying to be funny with my reaction there. I wasn't seriously celebrating that, but it had become a bit of an inside joke in the group how, like, I just couldn't get anything to fall. So that gets us back to 4 under par. And right now, 4 under par is in solo 7th. So slowly making our way back up the leaderboard. 2 holes left to play. Par 3 17th, 161 yards today. I'm hitting 8-iron, trying to flight it down a little bit. Just kind of leave the face a little open. Goes a little bit out to the right. Usually when you leave the face open, you add some loft, so I also didn't quite get the penetrating flight I was looking for. Not a terrible golf shot. I mean, it's on the green, but the proximity isn't great. So we're looking at another pace putt here. Probably about 45 feet. I can hear myself saying, oh my god, what a great read, holy crap. Yeah, it was in my head. About 3 feet left here for par. That was more than 3 feet, my apologies. We make the par, no damage done. 1 hole left to play. The par 5 18th. 542 yards, this one dog legs to the left. Now, the one place you can't go on this tee is left, because you can be, well, one, you can be in the trees. Even if you're not in the trees, you can be blocked for your second shot. So I purposely bailed out a little bit down the right the next day, the previous day, sorry. I'm trying so hard to not hit this left. And I mean, it's not a bad hit, but I'm trying to hit cuts, and it's still moving left on me. Now,
Got away with that.
it didn't go far enough left that I was in trouble. I mean, it was borderline. Like, I don't have a clear view at the green. I got 226 yards into the wind. I've got 4-iron out. I'm trying to play like a low chasing draw around the trees. Hit it great. The exact shot I was trying to hit.
So good. Get up there.
It's going to land a little short and chase up on the front of the green, and it was a front pin, so you know, like, we're not like super close to the hole, but considering where we were off the tee, we got a reasonably good look at eagle. And I mean, these putts right now, they're worth some money, so I want to give this a run. Instead, I leave it like 3.5, 4 feet short. Didn't even have the read right. That was just a pathetic putt. And I'll be honest, I was nervous over this birdie putt. Like, I've been really good with short ones, but the putter's just been so lackluster the last 2 days, and that first putt for eagle was just shameful that doubt is really starting to creep in at that point. Now, make the putt. We finish the tournament at 5 under. We go 68, 71. It's a solid showing, but we left a ton out there. All right, just had a beer with my pro-am partner, heading over to my car, gonna pack up, get out of here. I am exhausted. A lot to like about the last 2 days, and some stuff to be frustrated about for sure. We'll start with the good. Iron play, wedge play, approach play in general, phenomenal. Like, some of the best approach play that I've had in my career. I mean, we hit 32 of 36 greens in reg over 2 days, which I don't think I've ever done that in my career. Clearly a lot to like there. Overall proximity, much better than it's been recently. Gave ourselves a lot of good looks, which brings us to putting. That's one of the, I don't want to sound like I'm being like I'm exaggerating here, but that was a poor putting performance, no doubt about it. One of the worst I've had in a while. And yesterday really was pace, and today pace was better, though not great. No, like, there were examples of it not being great, like my eagle attempt on 18, but I just couldn't read them today to save my life. Like, felt like I had a lot of great putts, and like I had them breaking right to left and they broke the opposite way, or I'd have like 10, 12 feet for birdie and I'd miss the hole by a foot. So that was frustrating. And then driver, though I kept it in play for the most part, I think I only faded 2 over the last 2 days, so I'm struggling with club face control a little bit. I did get my clubs re-gripped before this event, and it definitely changed my feel with the driver having a fresh grip on it, and I think I just need some time to get used to that. Don't feel like the swing was bad, but clearly the club face just a little bit too shut. Even though we weren't really fading them and a lot of them went a little left, they were all like in play, very playable, except for 2, which both happened to be on the same hole, which is interesting. But listen, we started this year very, very poor. We were playing some very bad golf, and we turned a corner at the East Coast Pro Tour event in Waterloo, and we've had a lot of good showings since, but we just haven't quite been able to put it all together yet. But I feel like it's close. I've got a day off tomorrow. I was supposed to have a bunch of lessons at my home course, but it's gonna pour with rain all day. So I've cleared my schedule. I need to rest. The last 2 days were very demanding, very, very long rounds in the Pro-Am. So I'm a little sore at the moment. So tomorrow's gonna be like a rest and recovery day, but you can guarantee that I'm gonna have the putting mat out at home and just kind of working on my my fundamentals, trying to figure out what happened over the last 2 days, because clearly we struck the ball well enough to win this event. That's not a question. Half decent putting over the last 2 days, and we're probably contending. But to putt the way we putted over the last 2 days and still put 2 red numbers up, 2 rounds under par, and finish in a tie for 5th, there's a lot to like. Especially considering where my game was, 3 weeks ago. So I'm proud. Been working hard, and the hard work is paying off, but we're not done yet. I'm still not satisfied. I'm starting to hit my irons the way I know I can, which is really fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun. That's always been my strength, has been approach play. And I finally feel like it's coming back. Like, this is the best I have hit my irons and wedges since 2022, which is always like the benchmark that I look at. It's the best golf I've ever played. That's great. Little adjustment needs to be made with driver, and then putting, I got to get it figured out. And I got to get it figured out in a hurry, because I got another 2-day East Coast Pro Tour event coming up this weekend, and another one the following week. So it would be a good time to get hot. Let's just say that. It'd be a really good time for the game to get hot. I think that wraps it for now. I'm, as I mentioned, exhausted. I'm gonna get home. I might add on some stuff after this once I get home, because I got time to think about the last couple days in the car. I do want to give a huge shout out to the Joliette Golf Club, Billy Hull, their head pro, who was instrumental in organizing this event, all of their membership who got on board and competed as amateurs, and all of the sponsors locally who got involved. This was an incredible event. I think it's the first multiple day pro-am I've ever played in, but the fact that like we didn't have an entry fee, we were offered a room in a hotel for the night, there was some decent money to be made. This was a great experience, and a great golf course. Yeah, on that note, I'm gonna pack up my bag here, get in the car. I'm gonna take my golf shoes off. My fucking feet are so sore, and I'm gonna grab some food and get home and sleep. Catch up with you guys in a bit.